you found your training gaps. And if that list is sitting somewhere waiting for you to come back to it, that's exactly what I want to talk about today. Because that's what happens for most owners. You do the work, you get the list, and instead of feeling like you made progress, you feel like you opened a drawer that was already too full. You went in hoping to find one or two things you could easily fix. You came out with a whole picture of everything that's missing. And now there's too much in there, and you don't know where to start, so you close the drawer. And the thing that makes that so hard is that you know something needs to change. You've been saying that. You can see it right there on the list. But seeing what's broken and knowing what to do about it are two different problems. And when you try to solve both at the same time, the result is usually nothing happening at all. Some people skip that pause and go straight to building. New checklist, new process, something for whatever feels most urgent. They finish it and nothing really changes. Because they built for the most visible gap, not the most costly one. But the more common move is simpler than that. You just don't do anything. The list is too long. You don't know where to start. And I'll get back to this when things slow down becomes the thing you're always going to do, but never actually do. The overwhelm makes sense. It's a reasonable response to finding out there's more missing than you thought. But the reason it feels like too much isn't that there's too much to fix. It's that finding your gaps is a different problem from knowing where to start to fix them. And nobody tells you that. So you stall. You don't have to fix everything on that list. You don't even have to fix most of it right now. You have to find one thing. The gap with the highest cost to leave open. And start there. Here's the question that gets you there. Which gap requires the most from you right now? Not which task is done wrong most often. Which gap pulls you in? The one that generates the most questions. That means someone has to come find you. That if it were documented well enough, your team could handle it. That one would give back the most time every week. That's where you start. Go back to your list. For each item, ask, if this were handled without me, how often would that actually change something? The one with the highest answer, that's your first project. One thing, not the whole list. In the next video, I want to zoom out and show you the bigger picture. What you'd actually have at the end of doing this whole process thoroughly. A performance baseline. An honest inventory of what documentation exists and what doesn't. A map of expectations that currently only live in your head. And a clear enough picture of your gaps that you actually know which one is the needle mover. Not just the most visible one, but the one that changes the most if you fix it. That's what the next video is about. Click here to watch.